What's up, guys? This is Kettle Bar Podcast. My name is Dennis Timmerman.
Nick Ridenauer.
And Nick's just getting warmed up for this awesome podcast we're about to bring you guys. Thanks for joining us. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. This is a health and fitness podcast. We talk about all kinds of stuff.
Lots of stuff.
We go off on a lot of rants, side notes, rabbit holes. We do that a lot. If you're a returning watcher, right on. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. Make sure you give us that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, follow us on the social media, all that good stuff.
On the social media.
On the social medias.
Sound like me.
It's just this broad blanket statement there.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. We only do Instagram and Facebook, though. I think maybe the other guys might do Snapchat or something like that, but
I don't know how to use that shit.
We're old, so. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the squat deadlift seminar we had at Primal yesterday. That was pretty good. We had a good turnout.
There was a lot of people in here, so.
It was interesting. There were some people from other gyms in here that were upping their game a little bit, so that's pretty.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, no, it was good. There was a good amount of people.
I don't know if it's the best business statement there, but hey, we're helping people, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah,
so
right.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. We're gonna talk a little bit about. It's right around New Year's. It's 5 days after New Year's, 6 days, something like that.
Something like that.
So, are you guys reaching your goals? Do you set New Year's resolutions and all that stuff? Are you losing weight? Are you putting on muscle? Any of that stuff? What's going on?
I honestly haven't seen too much of it. Like people blasting or, like it seems like this year, honestly, it's not just all, bunch of people, I'm doing this. So I haven't really seen too much. So
maybe things are shifting a little bit and people are starting to get their head out of their ass.
Yeah. Making it a long term instead of just a 2-3 month commitment every year.
Sounds good. Or a 2 or 3 week.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No shit.
What else are we talking about? Oh, what do you guys want to see for seminars and stuff like that in the future?
Right, yeah.
We were kind of talking about that. We got some ideas, thinking about maybe going along with the squat deadlift, maybe doing a bench seminar. Travis would really be good at that one too. I'd be out on that one. I'm out. I don't bench, so. No, you guys don't want to learn how to bench from me. I can tell you how, but I don't practice it myself. So
you got a pretty good bench, though.
It's not that good.
I mean, I don't bench anymore myself. I mean, I do, but I don't strive for big weights or you know what I mean. Like, I stick to more of my dumbbells, push-ups. But I mean, I'll still hit the bar. I mean, that Duffalo bar. I like benching with that too, so yeah.
I haven't really benched with it. I like overhead presses with it.
Yeah, that feels good too.
I would rather overhead press with a barbell or even a kettlebell than bench press. It's just always been.
I think that carries over why you can bench so good though. Is
right.
You have a strong press, so
and then that's one of my goals is to build that up a little bit, get them double 80s moving pretty easily, the kettlebells, and then we need to get heavier bells in here. And Bigfoot's kind of hurt a little bit on the arm. It's weird. It's awkward.
Are you putting the face on your arm?
If I do, yes. If I use those at all, then yep.
Yeah, I can't fucking lift that thing up there. So
I get one. Two doubles is hard.
Yeah.
It's awkward. So what do you guys want to see as far as that? You want to see a kettlebell seminar? Do you want to see power development for athletes? Let us know. Leave some comments down below. Go check us out on Instagram. Leave some comments over there. Interact with us. We would give us some feedback, and we could use that to give you guys a better experience.
Help us help you.
Yeah. See how it works? So, squat and deadlift seminar.
Yeah, that was good.
was good.
I didn't get to see like the intro as much because I had the Derby girls in.
Yep,
But in between their sets, I was making them listen. So it gets awkward. It's all
Perfect.
quiet. I'm like, just be quiet between sets, breathe deep, catch your breath, and listen to what they're saying. So
Control that breathing.
right.
Yeah.
So that was like for the first, I think, half an hour, because then I had them join after that. But so yeah, it was kind of hard for me to jump in as far as that went because I wasn't really sure what you'd gone over and what was said, and I didn't want to contradict anything or like change anything that was already attended to. But it was good. Yeah, I mean,
I think the people that were here, I think, learned. I think everybody improved a little bit.
right.
Some improved a lot.
Yeah.
There's a couple that when we first started, we're like, all right, we got some work to do here, and it cleaned right up.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, by the end of it. And yeah, that's the thing I got to see too, is like I missed a lot of that too. So by the end, when I could sit there and watch, I was like, oh, damn. Pretty much everybody was looking pretty good. So, I mean, a couple little things here and there, but that's...
On these two big high-level movements,
Right.
like, there's always going to be a few things here and there to tweak.
Yeah, that's
so,
success right there.
yeah.
And that was...
Hell
The tweaks, like they understood it. It was just now fixing it. So they started now taking into account that they have that and to
Yep.
work on it.
We
so.
actually, put it into practice. We,
Right.
explained everything, talked about it, and then we broke it down.
Yeah.
Started, just simple hip hinge, and built it up from there. And had some PRs.
Yeah, there was.
Allison hit like 285.
Yeah, I think so. I think they said not even counting it out. She was lifting.
It was an accident. Yeah, it was an
lifting with
accident.
Seth,
So that's cool.
yeah,
That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
And then let's see what else. Yeah, that's about it for that, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was good though. It was a good turnout.
So tell us what you guys want to see next. All right. New Year's resolutions. How we doing on those, guys?
I told you I don't personally ever make New Year's resolutions.
Nick's
so.
drinking more water for
Yeah.
2019.
And I just said that to be an asshole. By no means I know I have a ton of shit I could do, but I don't. I just never did the New Year's resolution thing or anything like that. So
Got Odin hair in my mouth.
the habits I have, I like having them. So
There's that.
Yeah.
And you're in a pretty good spot. I'd say you're a pretty fairly healthy guy, so.
yeah. Like I said, there's things I could clean up, but a resolution for it isn't gonna.
Right.
Like
right.
I don't find any motivation in like, oh, New Year, like.
December 31st is the same as January 1st for you.
Yeah. It's the. Yeah, I don't really mark mine by like, oh, this year or this, everything I'm trying to do, I'm going to try to do and keep doing the rest of my life.
Right.
So there are some things I could clean up, but I'm doing pretty good with them. So
I like that. I like that's the mentality that we all need to strive to get towards, instead of like, oh, it's New Year's. This is going to be the year that I change my life.
Right.
Yeah, this year, but then you got to do that in 2020 and then 2021 as well. Like it has to be sustainable. And so these, big crazy New Year's resolutions where we're just going to attack it for 5 days.
Right.
And then.
And trying to cold turkey everything.
Yes.
Just off the start. Yeah. I mean,
immediately. Yeah. Some people can do it.
Yeah.
It works for some people. For
Right.
most people, it does not. You have to build up a lot of small little things to get to that big thing.
Right.
So.
And again, by no means am I saying don't make one. Don't try to do something.
Motivation
Definitely
for
try
you,
to do it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Whatever motivates you. I mean, that's where we get into like motivational speakers. I fucking hate motivational speakers. I just can't do it. I can't sit there and listen to them.
You need something to put into practice.
Well, they just tell me the same shit
Right.
that I already know. And they like, I don't need to hear it. Like, I know that.
Yeah.
I'm just not doing it.
Right.
It's like you're just telling me what I already know, so it doesn't motivate me much.
How do I start doing that thing?
Right. But I don't think motivational speakers should stop being motivational speakers. I think it helps
Some
a lot
people
of people.
need that.
Yeah, I help it. You know what I mean? So whatever you need, if that helps you, yes, do it. You know what I mean? I'm
Right.
definitely not one. If I don't like something, it doesn't mean I think no one should ever do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like just personally, I don't.
Like bench
For
pressing.
that. Yeah. Right.
So that's what you got to do is you got to make the changes that are going to last not just 5 days, but 5 years, 50 years, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And that's where it's find a good, get a good motivation for it, a good goal for it, not like just thinking I want to look better is a shitty way to motivate
That doesn't get you out of
yourself.
bed at 5 a.m.
Yeah, no.
You know?
You got to look at the things you want to do, you want to accomplish, you want to, you want to go back to hiking, being outdoorsy, moving around, playing with your kids. If you like gardening and you want to be in the garden more,
Yeah.
I mean, just whatever your main hobbies are, the things you love to do, that's what you need, not just looking good, because it doesn't,
That's a side effect.
Right, yeah.
All that
If
stuff.
you just do all that, that's going to happen. But if that's the only thing you're striving for, you're always going to be reaching for that and trying for it and failing.
And you're never going to be happy with what you get.
Right,
You
yeah.
know, even if you get to like a very
I've been,
almost perfect level.
I've been to like close to 5% body fat and like still like going, oh, I can get that.
I could
can,
get
you
that
know, and I was
low,
like,
yeah.
whoa, this is fucked up. I'm like, done with that. So yeah, I mean, it really is. It's like when that's what you're striving for, there's no perfect body.
And when you're 70, you're not
it's
going to
like-
give a shit about your six pack.
Right,
You're going to
yeah.
care about how you feel.
Right.
So-
Or some of the weird saggy tattoos. That's what I'm kind of interested in. But
Yeah. Sylvester Stallone, I mean,
Yeah.
he waited until he was 70.
Fuck.
And now he's still got six pack.
I'm not going to claim any drug use or anything like that. But when I'm 70,
That's natural, bro. Come on,
Dude, he's got,
look
like,
at him.
fucking interstate veins running down.
Each one of his
arms.
fingers is like an arm for a normal person.
Oh, dude, just
yeah.
looks like a Neanderthal. I mean, I love Stallone. I would love to be in that kind of shape when I'm 70, but I would really like to see what he's actually taking.
It's
and doing.
something.
Yeah, it's not that fucking pudding shit he has.
I don't know about the pudding, but
he's got some like, yeah.
no.
Go out and try it.
So yeah, interstate veins don't happen without a little bit of pudding. So yeah, if you're looking to lose weight for New Year's, if you're looking to gain some muscle, if you're a skinny guy, how do people do that? What's
Pudding.
pudding?
Pudding. Well, you'd be like Travis rolling in with a fucking jug of chocolate milk.
I think he's on the
Yeah.
gain train right now.
He is on the gain train.
He's kind of looking a little like he's gonna have to start getting some bigger
Bigger
t-shirts pretty
shirts.
soon.
No, so
But
skinny
so-
guys to gain weight?
For him, he's kind of a freak of nature, but he's already
Right.
built up such a like base level of like muscle and all
Well,
that.
he
Like,
dropped like 20 pounds being a vegan too. So he went, he's already pretty big, dropped a bunch of weight, and then just went.
but lean too.
Right,
and-
but then
and
just
big.
went straight into eating loaves of bread, and
Yeah.
it's like so.
and pounds of roast.
So yeah, I mean so it's not when you hear the numbers, it's a little skewed. You know what I mean? Because he's
Yes,
you
yes.
know, he's not sitting he's gained that much weight, but he's not sitting that much higher than he has before.
And he was there
So-
before.
Right.
Like before he went vegan, he had all that muscle. He lost some when he
Right.
went vegan, but once you have that muscle, it comes back way easier than
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
rebuilding it for the first time. So
Yeah,
there's that. But
you're talking just a
but
new
what
person
you
trying to get in.
what you said though is pretty much what it is. It's what he's eating.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to gain muscle, you probably have to eat way more than you think you do.
Oh, way more.
And if you want to lose weight, you probably need to get really, really clear on how much you're eating right now. Because if you're just guessing,
Well, and
it's not a good place to be.
if you want to gain weight, you're going to have to accept a small bit of fat gain at the same time.
Yes.
Especially if you're going fast. If you want it fast, you have to accept, because you have to have more calories. Now you can gain weight and not really gain too much fat, but that you're talking about like a really long plan to
Yes.
get that. So
And-
if you're trying to bulk, you're going to have to just accept that you're going to gain a little bit of fat along
And
the way.
you
So-
also got to train harder than
Right.
comfortable.
Right.
So
Right,
like
right.
that's a huge part,
And
They
then
go
just
hand in hand.
eat. Like, you're going to have to eat when you're not hungry.
Yeah.
It's like everyone, oh, you're so lucky. It's like, no, it takes a lot of work because you have to eat. And most skinny guys are skinny because they don't eat that much.
Right. They're eating 50 grams of protein.
Right. It's like, well, I only eat one meal a day. I'm like, how the fuck do you make it through with one meal a day?
Right.
I'm just not hungry. I'm like, all right, well, you're going to have to start force feeding yourself, basically.
And as you start doing that, you start building up that metabolism, and you get hungry. Like
right. And lifting heavy weights, too, will make you hungrier, too. I mean, it's
always starving. Like squat day, and then the day after squat day, usually you're going to be hungrier.
So, yeah.
If you did it right.
So, what would I say? I would say lift heavy compound movements and eat like twice what you're eating right now.
And then sleep.
Yeah.
Recover.
Right.
You can check that out right here. We got a video on that.
What?
It'll be there later. So, if somebody wants to lose weight for New Year's, they got 40 pounds to lose.
Same weight training.
I was hoping you were going to say that. I was setting you up for that.
Half the calories. No,
not half. Don't start at half.
Right. Well,
maybe.
I mean, that all depends on where you're at. But no, so just the opposite. You're eating too much, so cut back a little bit on what you're eating and start lifting big, heavy compound lifts. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
But so, if you notice, what changes is your diet. That's the biggest thing. You can work out all you want, do all that shit. If you just continue eating the way you are, you're just going to get a little bit bigger. So if you want, the aesthetic appeal and to lose, stop eating so much.
So I got a client right now who he's started a couple months ago, but holidays and all that. He's been traveling. He's ready to start training again. Like, he's like great attitude. He's all about it. He's worried about getting bulky. For him, he thinks he puts on muscle really easily. He puts on fat really easily. He's that mesomorph type. But he's afraid of lifting any kind of weights because he thinks he's going to Hulk out right away. Is that a common problem that you see, Nick? Guys putting on too much muscle for their frames?
I don't ever see anyone putting on too much muscle for their frames.
You have to really, really try to put on too much muscle.
Right.
Unless, there's the
but it depends on
outlier.
It depends on what they consider too much muscle.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but no, I've never had anybody say, oh, shit. I'm too muscular.
Right.
But I know what he's saying. He just... like I said, you're going to get that little bit of fat gain with, so it does kind of suck. You get a little fluffy. I don't even like when I get a little fluffy when I'm getting up there, which I am right now. It doesn't bother me a lot, but you have to accept that. So if you don't want to do that, he's going to have to look into that longer term. It's going to be a slower process to put on that muscle. So, that's the,
So like a lot of ladies out there might be watching this too that might be having that same thought, like heavy lifting, that sounds like a bad idea because I'm going to get big and bulky and... Yeah,
women just don't produce the same amount of testosterone that men do.
So they need to start eating some special pudding if they want to...
Right,
Well, we talked about Allison hitting a deadlift for 285 yesterday.
Yes.
I wouldn't say she's very bulky. She's about 5 foot tall.
Yeah, she's got muscle, but she's not.
She's not. She doesn't look like a dude or anything.
Here's my thing with that is, even when you watch like the CrossFit girls, like some, the best athletes out there, those CrossFit girls, there are some suspect ones. You know what I mean? Where it's like, what the fuck? She's got like cannonballs on her shoulders.
Yes.
But then for the majority of them. They are very muscular. Low in body fat is the big thing that makes them look so big.
Yes.
When I do competition, I'm 12 pounds lighter, and everyone's like, "Dude, how much weight have you gained?" I'm like, "I'm down fucking 12 pounds."
Right.
So a lot of people, in my opinion, people hate on that because it's hard to get that. So they just assume, "Oh, that's steroids. Oh, that's steroids." Where No, I mean, there are some in there. Like I said, you're going to get those, but the majority of those women aren't on steroids. They lift 5-6 times a week consistently for years.
2 times
and
a
they're
day
all
sometimes.
ex-athletes.
Yeah. Yes.
And like Allison, I know, like she was I think a soccer player in high school or something. I think that's what she played. So she was an athlete at one time too. So, and she's always stayed in shape. She's been lifting. You know, she's my age. I went to middle school, high school with her. So yeah, she's been active her whole life.
Right.
So to get to that point, what she is, like you're probably the 90% of you aren't going to get there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
There's a lot
don't
of guys
worry.
that can't lift that
Right.
much weight.
That's what I mean. So
Yeah.
don't worry about getting to that point. Like I always tell people, if you start to get to that point, then back off.
It's too much muscle.
Right. Yeah. I mean, start complaining to me when you
Start
actually
eating
get
less.
too much. Yeah, when you get too much muscle, and then just back off, because that will shrink it. You know, you're not going to get all huge and then like just stay all huge. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Even people that use steroids. If you look at ex-bodybuilders that have come, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I mean, the muscle comes down.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So,
and like,
the mass does.
side note on all that too, like, even if you're using steroids, you still got to work fucking hard.
Oh, yeah,
You got to
yeah.
train hard. Like, you got to take the steroids to recover from the training, pretty much. So,
And that's what I'm saying too. I know people that use steroids and don't get all that great of results because they're just not lifting and eating enough.
Yes.
You know, so,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, yeah, it takes a whole. Yeah. I take nothing away from that. In the bodybuilding world, I know a lot of people that use them, and I'm completely fine with it. I know what they do. That's why when I say that, I'm not taking anything away from that. Like I know if I took steroids right now, I probably wouldn't. It'd probably help me recover a little bit, but I wouldn't get huge because I'm not training.
You're not
right, I'm not
training
training
for that
enough
goal.
right now
Right.
to get huge. You know what I'm saying? I'd
Yeah.
probably get a little stronger, recover a little better, something like that. But yeah, it's like if I took them, I wouldn't just frickin' be walking around here 300 pounds and
blow up.
Right? Yeah, I was like, I don't even want to put that much work. Like that takes so much fucking work. Those guys work out 3 times a day, sleep, nap, eat all day long. It's
like their nutrition is dialed in, so it's like what they're thinking about all day is like
their
their
whole
next
life
meal
is revolving around the next workout, recovery, eating. So yeah, I mean, just you're not gonna put too much muscle on.
Right.
I mean,
right. So for your New Year's resolutioners out there that might be struggling,
hold on, and fuck it, put the muscle on. That's what directly increases metabolism, makes you burn more. It causes more energy use. Like it's more beneficial to have more muscle on your frame.
you can not drop fat and increase muscle.
And your body, even with like guys that get huge like that, your body doesn't want to be that big either. So it's gonna. So I mean, naturally, if you just are lifting, you're not doing anything, you're not gonna get too big. The more muscle you can get on, the better it's gonna be for you.
You're gonna increase your metabolism. You're gonna burn more calories throughout
so
the
yeah,
day.
gain muscle. I mean, it's as simple as that. All right.
Bam. There you go. There it is. I mean, so what you eat is going to determine whether or not you're gaining or losing weight, but you should still be training in a pretty similar way. If you're in a like a negative calorie situation where you're trying to lose weight, you might not be able to train quite as hard because you're not going to have that same energy and all that stuff as if you were in a caloric surplus. But
and in that situation, what I would do is pay attention to when you're timing your meals, so you have a meal around an hour or so before your exercise, so you have that energy, you know.
Yes.
So when you need food, it's in the day when you're just kind of doing whatever stuff. I try to keep my calories around my workouts when I'm in a deficit, so I have the energy during my workout.
During your workout, then maybe get something in afterwards to start rebuilding, recovering, so you can do it again tomorrow.
Right.
Because you should be doing something most days.
Get up and move around.
You don't have to get a heavy lift in, but you should. I mean, move your body a little bit and.
Dude, having the camera not right there. Usually, I get to look out and I just get to watch cars drive by like a dog staring at a squirrel. But now it's over here, so I just keep looking over there. There's a lot of action out there. So.
What do you guys think of the background for this one? We just moved it over. We're on the other deadlifting, or I'm just gonna say weightlifting platform.
Yeah, I'd just called it a platform.
Yeah, platform.
Yeah, we weren't getting the natural light, so South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Yay.
What else? Do we have anything else we want to talk about, or are we ready to wrap this thing up? I know you got some moving shit to do. I got to go do a family Christmas here in a little while.
Jeez, I'm glad that shit's over.
I got to do my workout. I'm going to do my workout right after this. I'm here. I'm already shoeless. You might have seen it. I don't know.
You should do it like this. Hey.
I think I was far enough out to where they didn't see that. Please let us know if you guys have any ideas on seminars that you want to see, learn more about any subjects. We're doing these things for free. We want to get a lot of them in this year, and that's our New Year's resolution. Bam, right there. More seminars for you guys for free. Nick don't like that shit. So leave a comment down below. Check us out on Facebook. Send us a message over there. Check out primalsfsd.com. I need to go through. I just got a new computer, so now it's time for me to up my game on that website. Travis is building a website, so
Yeah, I saw
next time he's in here, once it goes live, we'll get that available for you guys. Nick, where do they find you? Instagram.
Ryder311.
Bam. That's it.
Don't even worry about Facebook. I don't really use it.
Just start typing in Ryder311 and you will find this beautiful specimen right here. Dennis.Timmerman for me. House of Timmerman podcast. That's the podcast I do with my wife, Kate. Check out Sioux Falls Primal, at Sioux Falls Primal on Instagram, at Kettlebar Podcast. That's about it.
It's too many of them. That's why I'm like, I can't remember all that shit.
Yeah, I can't have any more accounts on Instagram.
Maxed out.
Actually, I had to delete one. Sioux Falls Kettlebell Club. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you give us that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you want to hear about more on this. And we'll see you next week.
Shut that off. I got an idea.
You got podcast dancing.